on YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis Accelerate, back at you with Check This Out, the show where we take a look at our deck we want to look at, and we have a good time. It's been a while since last time. Been very busy with personal stuff, but now it's time for a new format, and I've made some time, little time to myself, time to help out with a new deck for a new format. So we're taking a look at an old classic for such. We're taking a look at Goblins. That's right, the archetype that everyone forgets is an archetype in of itself. That's all about the green boys. The green boys going at it, doing some battle damage, keeping things simple, keeping things on the board, keeping things just, you know, enjoyable. And so we've got ourselves our Goblin deck here, a mixture of all the Warriors, Beast Warriors, and the Fiends. We'll call it the Goblin family. This is this deck today. And we're going to be taking out an EDO Pro, seeing how it works in the new format, now that Mystical Mine happens to be the band. And we're going to see how it goes. So, real quick, as we always do, let's go over the list of the cards we'll be using, and then get right into them duels. So for our main deck, we have 2 copies of a Nibiru for our hand-trappy monster, 3 copies of Goblin Attack Force, 2 copies of Goblin's Elite Attack Force, 3 copies of Goblin's Marauding Squad, 2 copies of Goblin Recon Squad, 2 copies of Goblin's Pothole Squad, 3 copies of Goblinberg, 3 copies of the Scrounging Goblin, 2 copies of Goblin's Decoy Squad, 1 copy of Regeki, 1 Harpy's Feather Duster, 1 Reinforcement of Army, 1 Pot of Avarice, 1 Upstart Goblin, 1 Monster Born, Call of Grave, and 2 Supply Squad, 3 copies of Storming Mirror Force and Skill Drain, and lastly, Solemn Strike. As for the extra deck, there's a few things we got here. We got Underclock Taker, also the Earth Charmer, Dark the Dark Charmer, Underworld Goddess, though I don't go into her often, is something I like to just throw in here. For a lot of the Exceeds, we got things like Gaga Cowboy, Abyss Dweller, Zubaba General because he's big. We have Castel the Sky Blaster, number 101 on our Baguska. We got Tornado Dragon, the Heroic Champion Clairvosh, which is a little more restrictive, but it's still something we can make from time to time. We also have things like Utopia Lightning Combo, and lastly but not least, Dark Rebellion Exceeds Boy. As for the side deck, a lot of little things to go in here, depending on what sort of Goblin deck you like to build. If you want to go for just straight Warriors, nothing but Warriors in your Goblin deck, there's other Warrior Goblins, things like the Blindly Loyal Goblin. You also have things like the Rookie Warrior Lady, which is a hand trap for your Warrior monsters. So if you're playing just all Warrior Goblins, this is a nice hand trap to be running instead. If you want to run all Beast Warriors or some such, there's also things like the Goblin's Black Ops, which can attack directly. And also, there's another Pothole Squad. If you're up against Traptrix, this is an amazingly funny card to play. If your opponent's playing Traptrix, just summon this out and be like, Trap Holes? No, this road is secure. This road is very secure. You also have things like Utopia Double if you want to try and OTK an opponent. It is a thing, but it's not very goblin-y, so we're not running it today. We're just running more focus on the goblins if we can help it. And this just goes into a linear path. Now, if you don't focus on the extra deck as much, you find you're not going to it half as much as often as you'd like to or need to, or you just don't care about the extra deck so much, Pot of Extravagance is, of course, a nice tech, just to give you some extra draws. You got Tanky. Again, if you're playing the Beast Warrior variety, this is amazing searching for the Beast Warrior variety. You have things like Ghastly Glitch if you go for the Fiend variety of Goblins. If you want another Floodgate, Summon Limit is, of course, good, considering all the swarming in today's game. And last but certainly not least, if you want to just go for that funky tech card that's still goblin-y, go for Robin Goblin. It's a classic. So, there's the deck we've got here today, folks. Let's go ahead into EDO Pro, that Wild West of Yu-Gi-Oh! And let's just show off this deck, show you the cards, the combos, the wombos. We'll have ourselves a good time. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game in a new format. We do want to try and go first. We're very much a going first sort of deck here. And let's see. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad either. Let's go ahead and start with the Supply Squad. Goblins, many people think they're dumb. And some of them are, but they know how to set up a proper supply line. And so, once we've got that set up, let's go ahead You know what? Let's summon Pothole Squad, because it's funny. It's funny because some people play the Traptrix nowadays. It's got all this new support. I would not be surprised if we saw Traptrix today. And so this guy's on the field. It's just like if, you know, trap holes don't work. Ah, Toons. Probably should have figured, considering this guy's called Maximilian Pegasus. But it's okay. The only thing I need to fear is Blackluster Soldier. That's about it. The Toon Kingdom's a little annoying too. What is this? Toon Mask. Basic monster pro control. Summon up a Toon. Level is less than or equal to that monster. Fascinating. Fascinating indeed. Let's go ahead and summon forth Goblin's Decoy Squad. Because when this guy does damage, he is going to draw me some sweet, sweet cards. And you know, it feels nice to be back playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's been a hard week back at home. I don't mind telling you. It's been rough. But it's getting a little better here and there. And so, you know, it feels good. I'm just trying to get back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh! A little bit. Just a little bit. And I want something nice and simple. And Goblins are about as nice and simple as it gets in this game nowadays. It's literally just, you know, do damage. Do battle. You don't need to worry about, like, negating everything. Oh, I mean, this is my one concession to negating stuff. But the rest of this deck is not about negating stuff. It's about punching things really hard. Interesting. Let's go ahead and attack the Toon Sorcerer. Alright, so I'm seeing a lot of these mass sorcerers. Oh. Oh, he allowed one of them to be destroyed. Okay. Was not expecting that. Okay, whatever. You want to let me blow up your Toon Sorcerer? Go right ahead. I guess he did not want to draw 2 cards. He didn't want to do the pot of green. I don't know why, but he didn't want to do it. Maybe he didn't want to banish everything off the top of the deck. That's my thoughts. That's what I'm thinking here. I mean, so far, this seems, other than the Sorcerer, this seems like pretty standard Toon play. Comic Hand, you say? Alright. No, my Goblin. Well, too bad. You can't change his position until the end of this turn. That's right, so you just stole a monster that does nothing. That's the annoying thing about like a lot of the old Goblins is that they can't, you know, they attack, and then they get switch to defense for like a turn and a half. It's not great. Could be a lot better. But things like, you know, Pothole Squad, he doesn't do that sort of thing. And that's really what Skill Drain is here for. It's just to say, hey, you know, I just want to keep my monsters in attack mode. I would just prefer it that way. Alright, so... Let me think about it here. I really need to start destroying my opponent's stuff. Should I just summon another Pothole? If I summon Marauding Squad, that would stop him from playing this, but it doesn't stop Toon Kingdom. Yeah. Another Pothole Squad. Let's just make sure this road is nice and paved smooth. I want a nice, smooth, paved road, sir. Let's just attack him the decoy. I can't talk. Decoy Squad. Let's attack into that guy. Let's see how much my opponent's willing to keep that monster alive. Yeah, because he can just do that forever, right? Yeah, he can. I'm gonna take him to the Toon Sorcerer now. This way I'm actually doing damage. So he is clearly willing to keep this alive, but he is banishing a lot of his cards. And yeah, I could go for like Baguska right now, or Tornado Dragon would be good too. Let me think about it, because if I make Tornado Dragon, I can bait out things, but then I still worry about this set card. The set card is like the one thing I'm worried about in this situation. I just don't think it's a good idea. No, I've played against enough Toons to know they got some nasty tricks up their sleeves. This guy's probably packing, what's it called? Toon Briefcase, I would say. So, yeah, just using this as a draw engine, but what is the payoff? I can't imagine this is Exodia. That wouldn't make much sense at all, because he's banishing so many cards, keeping his monsters alive, so he's definitely digging to something. The question is, what? Is it just more Toons? I presume it's just more Toons that he's digging into. Can't imagine anything else. I mean, all I want to see is my Goblins. Okay, so now the Decoy Squad's there. He'll set Pot of Dual. Okay. Okay, Pot of Duality. Well, I mean, that's a thing. Harpy, Blackluster Soldier. What was that? Oh, it's Toon Terror. I was about to say, what was that? Alright, so now he's got his boss monster. He's not going to use it just yet, which is good for me. Bad for him. And we're not going to do anything just yet. We're going to, like I said, nice and simple with this deck. Nice and simple. Storming Mirror Force. Nasty, nasty card. Oh. He allowed me to destroy the Sorcerer. Interesting. Okay, he's still digging into something. But what is the something? I just don't know. So, knowing that he has Blackluster Soldier, let's now go into the Tornado Dragon. We'll be smart about this. We're going to activate Tornado Dragon. I'm going to attempt to blow up the Toon Kingdom. This way we'll bait out the Bookmark, or the Toon Terror. That's another thing that can get negated. But I get to draw a card. And Boom Akachu. That way I can definitely bait out that Bookmark. And I get back my Gallo. Haha. See, it all works out in the end. My opponent thought he could stop me with his terrible Toon, but he was wrong. But I am too smart. My brain too big. So now what can you do? Okay, he just has another one. Of course he does. Of course, why would he not have another one? Let's see. Toon Terror again, so that makes things a little rough. Just a little bit. Just a little bit rough. Question is he going to summon Blackluster Soldier? He is. Alright, Toon Blackluster Soldier. Now, will he attack with it? Or is he just going to sit on it? Ah, he is going to attack with it. Good. Very, very good. Storming Mirror Force. Back to the hand with you. Alright, that'll stop him from summoning. I don't think he's going to have enough materials to summon that again this turn. Also, I'm pretty sure he can't summon it this turn again, right? I'm pretty sure. No, he could, but he didn't have the materials to do it. Let's put Decoy back in attack mode. Let's summon off Goblinberg. This is my Swarmer boy. He's a little goblin in a plane. You can't argue with that. He is a gobbo in a plane. And that'll let me summon out my Marauding Squad boy. Who's basically just Armades. You know, I attack with this dude. My opponent can't do anything about it. So we'll attack with the squad. Be like, take some damage. We'll attack with the Decoy Squad. Take some damage, and let me draw a card. Thank you. Get my boy back. Alright, so all we need to know now is... okay, so we switch all our boys to defense, as the old goblins do. They get tired. So now what do we do? He doesn't have enough... He hasn't lost enough life point. 1, 2, 3, 4. I should have put a link 4 in here. I really probably should have. What does this do? That doesn't do anything. I was thinking like Dark Charmer, but no. No, that's not a great idea. Let's just make Baguska. Let us just make a Bagusk. Let's put a Bagusk on the board. That way, even if he does make the Luster Soldier, I'll have some breathing room. I'll have enough breathing room that it shouldn't be an issue. I summoned enough monsters, link off Underworld Goddess off of it. I should be okay. Then, he seems to have banished enough cards at this point. He don't have all the things he needs. Ooh. Scrounging Goblin. Oh man, I want to summon that right now and start attacking him. Oh, that's so tempting. Oh wait, I can't be destroyed by this thing. Okay. Let's actually try that. You know, let's not sit on Baguska for too long. We got scrounging to do. That's even better. So, scrounging Goblin. He's our searcher, actually. You do damage with him, and he's actually interesting. If he does damage to your opponent, there's 2 things that can happen. Number 1, Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, basically, either my opponent gives me one of their cards, or I can search any Goblin card I desire. Now, unfortunately, there's not many good Goblin cards to be searched off of this, but I can search any of them, including Goblinberg, and including any future Goblin card that's like, you know, good. Any of them good Goblin cards. Let's see here. If I got a face-up card in the field, shuffle it to the deck. That would bait out the Toon Terror. So let's go for Castell, the Sky Blasting Chicken. He's a chicken with a gun. I like it. So we're attached to, we're going to bounce the Toon Kingdom, bait out the Toon Terror. Or, conversely, whatever this is, discard the same type of card. Oh. I see. Okay, I guess that's fair. I still get to draw a card, though. Good effort, sir. Good effort. Ooh, hello. Big beat sticks. I do like me a good beat stick or two. Alright, well, so far, things are actually okay for us. I mean, he has the Blackluster Soldier, which is not great, and he still has the Toon Terror, but he doesn't have enough materials to summon Blackluster Soldier. And, nah. This doesn't do anything when it does damage, right? No, it does not. It does not. We're good. We're okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Ooh, Recon Squad. That's even better than what I was hoping for. Let's summon out Recon Squad. He does damage. I can look at a random card in my opponent's hand, and if it's a spell, I can ditch it to the grave, which I presume he's just got monsters, but looking at my opponent's hand for free sounds pretty nice. So let's attack into the Harpy Lady. Alrighty. What? Oh, right, that's a direct attacker. I forgot. Okay, it's fine. It's just fine. I just need a little bit more damage. And once I do just a little bit more damage, I can go for Gaga Cowboy and go for game. That's ultimately what we're doing. Just doing all the damage we can, smacking our opponent around. That's all I want to do. What is this? More pot. You know you can't special summon when you play this, right? That's Torrential Tribute. Huh. It's not necessarily good. Then again, you keep attacking me directly. But then again, yeah, he could just protect himself, so I do gotta be careful of that. Alrighty. Hello, Solemn Strike. Nice to see you. Alright, so Baguska's gone, which is sad. But we soldier on. Let's see. Go Marauding Squad. He'll probably hit me with the Torrential here. Or, conversely, he'll wait on that. So let's do some damage. How much damage? 600 damage? Not bad. Alright, so now we'll put our boy in defense mode. And I'd love to summon one of these dudes. I could summon Honor Arc. Bait out Toon Terror again. Let's do that. Either this will bait out Toon Terror or it'll bait out Torrential Tribute. One or the other. Yes, I would love to detach material. Thank you. I can protect myself too. I can't steal your monster, but I don't need to. So now we're in a pretty good spot. I've got Skill Drain still. I've got Storming. I've got Solemn. I can't use... Well, yeah, I can use all three. I don't know if I'm going to use all three, but I could do it. So let's go ahead Storming the Mirror Force. Alright, that'll activate the Toon Terror. Cool. I'll take some damage. So now I can't Solemn Strike, but I can still Skill Drain. And that's important. Alright, so now the question is... Can he make BLS? I'll say, this has been a very excellent back-and-forth duel. You don't expect this modern-day Yu-Gi-Oh! Back-and-forth duels. Usually it's, you know, summon 20 monsters and then the duel's over kind of duels. Alrighty. It's all dependent on what that set card is. We'll summon Goblin's Attack Force and attack with it. Well, I just have to hope this isn't a battle trap. Yeah, that's the smart move. I was thinking for a second he wasn't going to do that, and then I was like, of course he's going to do that. All right. Put that boy in defense mode. Let's see. Something awesome. Does he have any Earth monsters? I don't think so. Nope. Not a one. Not a one. So we'll end our turn. And so this is all going to come down to this last draw of my opponents. If he summons a big Toon, I'm dead, essentially. I do have another Goblin. Summon a level 7 or lower red eyes from the deck. And my opponent's rage quit. Ha 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 ha. All right. Well, wait a minute. You can trip this card special on the level 7 or lower from the deck. So yeah, he could have returned the red eyes, summoned the stone, tributed it for Toon. Wait, why did he lose connection? Why did you quit? You had things. Or am I missing something? Am I missing? You can only use one effect per turn. Oh. He can't do them both. Well, I guess that's what happens when you only run just so many Red Eyes Toon Dragons. Did he only have like one, or did he he probably banished the other one by mistake. Alright, well, a good showing by the Toon player, and you get an idea of what this deck is trying to do. Just summon some Goblos and start chipping away at your opponent's life points, doing damage. I didn't even need Skill Drain that time, but it was always there if I needed it. So, you get an idea of what Toons are, or not Toons, but what Goblins are doing. So let's go for duel number 2. Show off a little bit more of what this deck can do. Some more of the beatdown. I'd love to actually play Skill Drain and just smack my opponent with a Goblin. Well, that's the plan. Let's go for duel 2 and get into that plan. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. And again, try to go first. I'll fail, but we got options for both. Okay, oddly enough, a decent enough going second hand, despite the fact that I got 3 of the card I don't need. Come on, Tails. Yeah! Come on, Tails again. Do it. Okay, that's fair. That's fair indeed. I should mention, this guy's called the Ragged Rag King. Clearly, we're in the presence of royalty. So... What kind of deck is this? Is this a deck about negates? That's a good question. I don't actually know the answer to. I mean, Misjudge is like, can negate it. Okay, this is actually just a gamble deck. Okay. I thought it was going to be something crazy. Only use this effect Misjudge once per turn, so I can use Goblinberg, but I don't really have a beater for Goblinberg. So, I'm just going to set a monster and pass and see where this goes. You know, I can take it nice and easy. I don't need to go all try hard with this. It's Goblos. These are Goblins. I don't need to try too hard. I just need to let them do their thing. You know, my opponent let me draw 2 free cards, so I might as well at least let him try. So, Scrounging Goblin is now doing the damage. So either my opponent gives me a card, or I get to pick whatever card I want in my archetype and get it to my hand. One day that effect will actually be intimidating, because there's going to be some amazing Goblin card. You don't know what it's called yet, but it will exist, and one day you will want it. I don't know what it's going to be called or what it's going to be do. Maybe I should look at custom Goblin cards. I've been looking at custom cards again. I just did an episode of Card Talks the other day where I was looking at some custom Venom monsters donated by a very, very nice fan. And that's gotten me more invigorated into trying that, so maybe I shall do that. Custom Goblins. I mean, most custom cards are kind of iffy, but you never know. It's always worth a shot. Custom Gobbos. Although I also wanted to do one on Earthbound Immortals, because I looked at those a long time ago and it was oh, my balls! Okay. I'm petting my dog in the back if you couldn't tell. Oh, Georgie, what are you doing? I just got hit with a 6k booty. Alright, well that 6k booty is a little unfortunate. We're gonna have to Baguska up, just to keep ourselves from being dead. Man, that Baguska kind of hurt. Or not that Baguska, but the Dice Jar. Dice Jar is a vicious creature. He really is. My goodness, and you got that dang old 6k. What is a Sasuke Samurai? Start damage counts, cat battles, blah, 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 blah. I don't care. I think we're good. I don't have another of my, what do you call it? Head judging. Shoot, what does this do again? Make the toss card. If the call it right, send this card to the grave. Alright, Tails never fails. Ah! In your face. Alright, let's go for Scrounging Goblin. But what was I saying? I don't have the marauding squad to make it so this guy can't do his effect. That would have been nice, but I don't have that. But Baguska can't be destroyed, so it doesn't really matter what Sasuke Samurai does. He can't be destroyed, therefore he just wins regardless. And so we'll go for the Scrounging Goblin. Come on, give me your last card. I don't know what it is, but I want it. I want that card, man. He gave me the card! And it was Snipe Hunter. Wow. I was not expecting a little Snipe Hunter. You know what? For the lulz, let's go for Gaga Cowboy. We can't use him just yet to win, but I can poke him for 800. And let's see, 21, 23, 44. It's not quite enough. Not quite enough to win off that. But he gave me a Snipe Hunter. So I would like to have this on the board and start using it. Because if you didn't know, I'm a sucker for gamble cards. I'm an absolute sucker for them cards. They're just fun. You never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to win. It's just always just... It's a dice roll away from victory. Actually reminds me of one time... What was it? Dueling Network. Remember Dueling Network? I remember I once played against... I think it was actually a Nordic player back before Nordics had any competent plays. And I had my gamble deck, which was getting its butt handed to it. But I remember playing my gamble deck against the Nordics, and like the last thing I did before my opponent kicked my butt was setting Dice Jar. And then I got the 6, so I did all this damage. I did all that, or what? Oh wait, or they did 6,000 to me? It was one or the other. Anyway, Snipe Hunter. Sorry, Decoy Squad, I don't really need you right now. Okay, no misjudge for you. Good. And I should have gone for Goblinberg too. Alright, let's just do battle damage. We'll do some damage. Baguska. Gonna do some damage before he goes away. I considered double A Zeus in this deck, but then I thought, no. I don't want to do that. So, wait, 15, 20. Okay, so next turn, I can win off of the Gaga Cowboy. I can actually Cowboy for game for once. Possibly, maybe. Depends on what he's doing. Depends on what he gets into. Which is something I've always been denied. Every time I try to go for Gaga Cowboy, bad things happen. Wow. Ooh. Was that a Time Wizard? Dark Sanctuary. I wouldn't have gone for that one, brother. I could just blow that up with Snipe Hunter. I've got the ammo. I would have gone for Time Wizard, just go balls to the walls with it. You know? I'm just saying, that would have been what I would consider doing. You know? Just because. Alrighty. And that, ladies and gentlemen, ought to be game. Unless my opponent has a secret thing he can do that I'm not aware of, we shall Gaga Cowboy for game. Yes! Never get to do that anymore. It's been too long. Oh, woo! Oh, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Alright, very good. So there you go. Again, not a very powerful opponent, but it's all good. It's a new format. Everyone's trying new things, and that's good. So let's go for one more duel today. We're showing off a lot of what this deck does, but let's show off a little bit more. One more duel ought to do it. Let's go for duel 3 and show the Goblins one more time doing the Goblin Shuffle. Alrighty, our third and final opponent. Is this the time for Goblins to go undefeated? I doubt it. We've actually been kind of lucky with the Goblins the first couple of those. You know, it's a new format. Everyone's trying out new things. Taking it easy from the meta stuff today, I would say. And, okay, this hand's a little iffy. We're not going first, but we do have Regeki. And I do have my Scrounging Goblin. Ooh. That's not good. That's really not good. Dark World's, They're a pretty powerful bunch. Especially a Danger Dark World bunch. Oh boy, this could get rough. This could get very rough. I don't mind telling you, this could get rough. Because Danger Dark World is a very powerful combo, especially with all the Dark World support they got receiving. This could be rough. This is probably going to be the end. If I'd gone first, this maybe I could have stopped some things. But I presume he's going to make like Titanic Galaxy or some such. Luckily, he doesn't seem to have any Dark World. Yeah, there we go. He doesn't seem to have any Dark World cards at the moment, but he can negate my first spell every turn, which is bad. Okay. Ow. Okay. Maybe. Massive maybe. We're just gonna set some cards and hope for the best. I could reject, but he could just literally negate it and steal my stuff. I don't want to do that. And really, this is all going to depend on what my opponent draws into, because Dark Worlds, all he needs really is like a Genta or a Snow. Well, actually, he needs a Fiend, so he needs like Genta. That way he can discard it, get another one of these, and start doing the whole Dark World draw engine. Because that's kind of what Dark Worlds do. They draw out the wazoo, and when they discard them by card effects like the Archives or the Field Spell, they get all these additional effects. They can be brutal. Absolutely brutal. Oh wait, Recon Squad might actually be good here. Because when Recon Squad does battle directly, I can look at one of my opponent's cards, and if it's a spell, it goes to the graveyard. So if he's drawn into like a spell that he can't use, or it's just Silva. Okay, that's fine. At least I know he has Silva in his hand. That's a really good target for like Call by the Grave, for sure. So now Scrounging Goblin. My opponent must now either give me a card or give me whatever card my archetype I want. And the ultimate power of this thing is just, people don't know what the goblins do. They don't know all I have is beat sticks. He doesn't know I have some ultra powerful thing. And okay, give me a card that was a spell. He gave me a spell card. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and make Tornado Dragon. Because I feel like Tornado Dragon's going to be, like, useful in this situation. I don't really want him to have the Gates of Dark. This thing surviving is just bad idea. Very bad idea. So we'll end our turn there. And I could always blow up the Archives if he tries to play the darn thing. For sure. Actually, I should probably just blow it up now. This might be a bad idea, but I don't want him to have these things. These are powerful things. I don't want him to keep them. Oh. Do I draw a card, or do I search whatever I want? Heavy, man, heavy. Scrounging Goblin, go forth and beg for money. 'Tis the season to be begged. Well, actually, I don't like people who beg on the streets. But if I was, I would say it's time for this guy to go beg on the streets, because it's Christmas time. There you go. All right, Scrounging Goblin. Give me another card. But okay, this time he's a little wiser onto what I'm trying to do. Let's get Goblinberg, though. If anything, this is the best card to search off Scrounging Goblin, because it just lets me summon more things. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think we might actually, don't say it too openly, but I think we might actually win this one. I think we might. I don't know how, but my opponent, I guess he bricked a little bit. Or not so much brick, but the Dark World thing didn't hit the cards he wanted. Not especially. Now that he doesn't have his field or his library, and 3 of his dangers are gone, and I've got Called by the Grave, I think we'll be okay. Dang it, I should have used... No, this is probably a Dark World, and he wanted me to do that. Okay, let's go ahead, and I'm not taking risks. Go Regeki. When you brick law. Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Happens to the best of us, my dude. I summon forth Goblinberg. Goblins will be the ones to win today, not you, Tornado Dragon. I want my party boys. Alright. Alright, I guess we somehow... Goblins deck. It has goblins in it. Goblins in it. That's right. It's the Goblin deck of Goblins. No one expects the Goblins. Go forth, scrounging Goblin, and annihilate. I don't know. Average Goblin Slayer fan. Indeed. Alright. GG, my dude. Alright. I don't know how he won 3 duels in a row. That one was honestly my opponent breaking. Can we do another one? This might get a little long. I might have to cut some stuff out, but let's do one more duel. I think we need to show what happens when things don't go all the way good. There's no way we win 4 in a row. That's not possible. Alrighty, the third and actual final opponent of the day. We're going to just show off some more Goblins one last time. And let's see. Okay, we're going second, which is not good. There's no way. Okay. This is modern day Traptrix. There's no way this works. My opponent would have to be bricking like crazy for this to work. There's no way. There's absolutely no way this will work. It's literally impossible. Plus, he has the new trap that like gets him all the stuff he wants. Yeah, there's a new Traptrix trap that is basically Brigadine, but with a restriction on it. And then D&I just gets back to trap. Yep. This thing's like 2,400 defense. That's actually pretty impressive. But yeah, new trap. I gotta play Traptrix again. I was gonna play them for like the 1st of January for various reasons, which I still need to do an update on. But basically, Traptrix Pina Colada. Yep. Unaffected by traps by the activated effects of other monsters of the same type. Yep. Yeah, so basically, he's got like a bunch of trap cards and yada yada blah blah. Essentially. Okay, I'm definitely not winning this duel because I didn't get to go first, but go forth, Pothole Squad! No trap holes for you! Yeah, that's right. I literally have the anti-Traptrix card. No Traptrix for you! I mean, you can still play, like, the trap. You can play the whole... How is this pronounced? Holtea? I guess is how it's pronounced. Like, he's got Holtea, but he can't do anything else, basically. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Okay, yeah, the Holtea just banish, bring back a Traptrix. Traptrix got so much love. It's nutty. But yeah, this is definitely I knew there was no way I was gonna win 4 duels in a row. I got really, really ambitious there. Although, admittedly, if I'd gone first, I would at least had a chance of that one. Then again, I couldn't use Pothole Squad, so I definitely was not going to win this duel. Not even a little bit. But at the very least, you got to see the hilarity of I really wish my opponent had said something. Anything, really. I probably should have just said something, but it would have been funny if they'd been like, what the heck is this? At least the Dark World guy was like, what the heck are you playing? What is this deck? What are these cards? What is this? This thing made back in the day when I think Bottomless Trap Hole was like a good card back when this card was made. But yeah, so they've definitely lost this duel. He's gonna... Oh. Monster Shut the Grave. I guess he didn't feel like stealing my monster. I'm a little insulted that he didn't want to steal my monster, but whatever. Whatever, dude. But yeah, I've definitely lost this duel because there's no way I can come back from this. Unless I top deck, even if I top deck into Harpy's Feather Duster or Regeki. Regeki, maybe. Maybe if I top decked Regeki, I could do something here. Let's see what we top deck into before we say anything. So you can bring back Mantis. And then set another trap hole. And that's the power of Traptrix, people. They're a nasty bunch. If you go first against them with Skull Drain, you can kick their butts. But I didn't get to do that. I didn't get to do that at all. Alright. Bounce the Delusion Trap. Set presumably the same thing, but could be something different. Oh, now you show up, Nibiru. Now he shows up, the lazy butt. Alright. So I'm going to go ahead and skip ahead. I really don't see myself unless my opponent decides to summon 5 monsters for no reason. I think we're basically just going to lose. So I'll be back with y'all in the end screen. Alrighty, everybody at home, the Goblins Jamboree, the Goblins house party, the Goblins family reunion. We got ourselves 3 out of 4 wins, which is actually amazing. I wasn't going to expect like 1 or 2 wins, but admittedly, the first 2 duels, my opponents were like lower tier decks. Still good opponents, at least I think. So the Toon guy at least put in some good effort. And the Chance guy, he hit me with the dice jar, which is always good. Always good. And admittedly, the Dark World player, he bricked a little bit. But at the same time, we got to show off what this deck is all about. It's not about negating everything. It's not about destroying everything. It's about simplifying Yu-Gi-Oh! Just a little bit, returning a little bit back to that good old day, kind of like quasi sort of pseudo GOAT format in a way, where we're just trying to attack a lot. That's the idea of this deck. Just attack a bunch and just keep things nice and simple with just some straight up beatdown and some simple but effective extra deck monsters, which are, you know, they're there, they're ready to do some things. But in the end, it's all about the Gobos. So I hope everybody enjoyed watching the Goblins. I'm thankful to be back playing some Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm hoping to play more semi-regularly. I'm not going to be doing like week stretches between videos or anything like that. Not in the immediate future, at the very least. And so, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching some Gobos. If you did, smack like to let me know that you liked them. Next time, I had a prop for it. I gotta go grab it. But I'm hoping to play some Spirals, because I haven't played those in a while. But I do want to play some more Goblin decks. Hold on, let me double check. Goblin. I know there's like, yeah, there's Fiends, Warriors, Beast Warriors. There's got to be enough to make like one of each of these, right? At least Beast Warrior and Warrior. I don't know about the Fiend variety of Goblin. Well, there's probably enough for that too. Yeah, we'll give that. I'll work on that one in my off time. We'll make, every once in a while we'll do like a different Goblin deck. And so, well, that'll be for later. But thank you again for watching. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate. And I'll see you guys again next time with more Yu-Gi-Oh! Action. Till then, stay safe, stay happy, and you have a good one.